What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition to my Mothra comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Mothra, Queen of the Monsters, issue number 5. This one is story by Sophie Campbell with art and color assist by Matt Frank. This is the 5th and I guess final issue of this Mothra, Queen of the Monsters little comic book mini-series. I guess I was wrong. I thought Godzilla might have shown up in this thing, but no, this is truly a Mothra solo type comic book. And this is at the end of the last issue, we saw Mothra basically doing a training montage with Antra and that, and showing, you know, Mothra's strength and all that. And then we also had the arrival of Omegaguirus, just more powerful version of Omegaguirus. And then it was going to be up to the team up of Mothra and Antra to try and stop this thing for good. And that's where the issue comes into play. It's basically just kind of one giant battle. There's some cool looking artwork in this thing, although sometimes maybe it's just the art and the background, the way it kind of interacts with each other. Sometimes it's kind of hard for me to tell what's going on. I think maybe just more of a distinct difference between the art and the back. It's just kind of busy. Like, I hate to say this because I really like a lot of Matt Frank's stuff. Like, I looked at the Space Godzilla comic book that Matt had done, and I could clearly tell everything that was going on. I'll look at a page like this, and I'll be like, maybe it's just the color choice and the backgrounds. It's sometimes a little bit tough for me to tell, and I had to kind of go through it a few times to really kind of get clarity. I don't know if that's just me and just the way I look at things, but sometimes it can be a little hard to tell what's going on. It could be just the color choice and the background. That's just doing that for me, but that's just my impression upon seeing it. But there are instances where you can kind of tell too, so, like, pretty well. So yeah, so again, it's just a big battle. Antra gets kind of defeated, Mothra gets kind of her ass kicked a little bit too, and then the two of them sort of kind of fuse together to make like Mothra Gemini, and that's pretty much all it takes to kind of take down Omegaguirus for good. And then seems like the two sets of fairies are united, or the Shobinjin, whatever you want to call them, and from the ashes of Omegaguirus forms Minigearus. And I did kind of like the moment too where Minigearus is like, has this look on its face and sees Mothra. Mothra kind of puts its hand up like, no, don't be like the last one. It's like, okay, I'm good now. And then just kind of flies off in the distance, and Mothra's evolved and stronger than ever. Antra seems kind of gone. And that's basically just the issue in a nutshell. Kind of predictable where you expect it to go. I mean, I didn't expect an ending where like Omegaguirus would just kind of reign supreme, especially given all the story that's kind of led up to this moment. The good news is there's a lot of kaiju action in this thing, and it leaves a generally satisfying conclusion, I guess, for the most part. It's just basically just kind of one giant battle throughout this entire issue, which it's a kaiju comic book. That's what you kind of want to see. And wraps itself up. The two sisters go off in their merry way. Mothra goes on her merry ways, the Queen of the Monsters, and all is right in the world. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to really say about this one. It was kind of nice to get just a Mothra comic book for really the first time. Yeah, Mothra has appeared in some like one-shots here and there of some of the other IDW stuff, but this is the first series where it was truly Mothra is getting her chance to shine as the main lead in the comic book, and she's one of the Toho crown jewels. I guess in terms of the big, she's up there with, who would you count as like the big three in terms of giant monsters? I mean, Godzilla's up there, Kong is up there. Would Mothra be number 3, or would that be like Gamera or something? So, because like Gamera had his own series, but Mothra had her own series too. Tough for me to say. What do you guys think in the comment section? You think Mothra is like the third part of like a trinity? Would you put Gamera on that list? Or, you know what, maybe Mothra would be the trinity, and the Gamera would be like 4th in terms of like if you want the Mount Rushmore of giant monsters. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. But yeah, all things considered, I did enjoy reading this thing. Is it the best thing IDW has done? No, I don't think so. The story's pretty straightforward, and the monster battles are entertaining, although maybe it's just this art style and all that too, and the color choice. Sometimes it was kind of hard for me to tell what was really going on, because things were, the action was really up close, and sometimes I think maybe showing it more from a little bit of a distance, you can get the sense of scaling, a little bit more of a contrast between the colors and the kaiju in the background, I think would have helped to distinctive of it. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to say, because I look at a page like this, it's, an image like that will look good, but then I'll look at something in the top left corner. It's a little busy and hard for me to kind of tell what's going on. I don't know if it's just a color choice or whatnot, or that's just the way I see it. But it was, like I said, I had to kind of go through it a second time to kind of tell what was happening. And I don't always get that with, the kaiju books I've covered on here. So, but all things considered, totally serviceable 5-issue series that wrapped itself up. So yeah, that's all I have to say. What did you think of it? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with friends, subscribe to the channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications, all that fun stuff. And I got some more comic books coming out. There still seems to be this weird thing with Amazon where, despite me pre-ordering a bunch of books, a lot of them just don't show up right away. I've been having this issue consistently because I had 4 or 5 comics out this week that I was going to talk about, but it says they're released today, but they still are on the whole pre-order thing. So I don't know what the deal with them anymore is. They really need to fix their comic book stuff, but hey, that's just me. All right, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.